What's up everybody, I am Mike and this is another custom doll. You may also call it an action figure, I just think doll sounds more fun to say. The Last of Us was one of the best games I ever got to play, and if you are watching a video of a custom made Joel toy, you probably feel the same way. I worked as an intern for a video game publication once and got to do the walkthrough, which meant I was fortunate enough to play the game a week early, and I remember sitting in the game lab capturing footage and the editor that did the review came in, this total metalhead, camo pants, black shirt with a band logo, and he only asked me one thing. Did you also cry at the beginning? Nothing against metal by the way. Black Sabbath is my favorite metal band of all time. But I think it goes to show that even people you wouldn't expect to felt touched by that game. I think Ellie is quite a compelling character, but to me Joel and the performance of Troy Baker are the highlights of the game. I became such a fanboy of The Last of Us, now I own both the soundtrack and Troy Baker's album. It also makes for a nice backdrop. I was initially quite surprised when I saw that Troy Baker looked nothing like Joel. In fact, back in the day he looked a lot more like the character he played in Final Fantasy. I even checked out his old band Tripfontaine, and if there is one thing we can most likely all agree on, that man has a near perfect voice, not just for acting but also for singing. Like a Stone is by far my favorite track from his album, and I can only advise you to give it a listen. It's also pretty funny considering Joel wanted to be a singer before the infected came and took over. I loved seeing Ellie sing during the new trailer for The Last of Us Part 2, but I really hope we also get a couple of new songs by Troy Baker. So about the figure, I had to remove the original paint, and as per usual I started by painting his lips and face and finished him by adding eyes and hair. This is my second version of Joel, and you can probably tell that it won't be my last. I already bought a new head sculpt, and when that comes I'll make a tutorial on how to paint Joel just for the fun of it. If you want to see me actually paint a specific head sculpt, why not drop a comment down below. If that is something you'd like to see, I'll figure out how to properly shoot it. With Joel I also applied a thin layer of gloss varnish on his eyes to give them a more natural look. In order to get a realistic skin tone, I use soft all-three pastels. After scratching the paint down to a soft powder, I can apply it to the surface similar to makeup and create the illusion of layered and translucent skin. In order to get the eyes just right, I used acrylics mixed in with pastels and heavily watered down shades of red to paint the veins on his eyes. For his outfit I went with blue jeans, and instead of a green shirt, this time around I went with a red plaid shirt, like the one he gets later on in the game. And I also decided to give him a small guitar. This version of Joel is a bit cleaner than my last one, but I feel like making the next Joel a bit more dirty again. Whenever I film I try to be somewhere between 100 and 300mm focal length with a telephoto lens. This creates softer edges with a clear focus on the eyes and face. Anything below 50 only has the risk of image distortion, and the only thing you'll see me adjust in post is some minor white balance and color grading to make him look like he also does in my hand. I want to give you a full view of the head sculpt, and for that I also switch up the lighting every now and then, because different lights also create a different look. I hope you enjoyed this, like and subscribe if you do, comment down below what you wanna see me do next or what I should improve. I'll be back soon with another figure. Remember to check out my site, the link is down below. You'll also find tons of images and links for DeviantArt, Figure Realm and ArtStation. And of course my shop on Etsy, if you ever feel like getting a unique and crazy gift idea for a friend. Thank you again for tuning in, and remember as always, it's just painted plastic.